Welcome back. The details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay with the attendance of Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Dr. Khalid Al-Anani and Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdeldaim. During the meeting, President el-Sisi welcomed the UNESCO officials' visit and her attendance in the Royal Mummies Parade and hailed the current support of UNESCO to Egypt. The president also praised UNESCO's efforts in protecting monuments and heritage sites in Egypt and all over the world. Meanwhile, the head of state tackled Egypt's comprehensive cultural development plan and efforts exerted to preserve the country's heritage and the Egyptian ancient civilization. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi instructed to continue local industry and supportive atmosphere to national industry sectors, topping by cement and iron manufacture according to its pivotal role in the country's economic progress and development process. The president's directives came during his meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, Presidential Advisor for Strategic and National Projects, Engineer Sharif Ismail, and a number of ministers to follow up the executive measures of upgrading sectors in cement and iron industries. The meeting also tackled difficulties facing the two sectors, including the productive power and marketing costs, and reviewed means of managing these challenges through an integrated industrial policy based on integrating the domestic manufacturers and boosting the competitive capabilities. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received the transported 22 royal mummies at the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization during the museum's inaugural ceremony. At the gates of the NMEC, the head of state stood alone in honor to the Egyptian royal mummies, with a musical background welcoming the kings and queens who ruled Egypt thousands of years ago. 21 shots were fired to salute the mummies' arrival. Addressing the ceremony, Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Dr. Khalid Al-Anani, detailed the contents of the museum and reviewed the latest efforts exerted by the state to build new museums across Egypt and to renovate the old ones according to the latest international standards. The mummies arrived at the museum after a royal parade, which took to the Egyptian streets and took the pharaohs from Tahrir Square to Al-Fustat district in Old Cairo. On his Facebook account, the head of state expressed earlier his pride to receive the Egyptian kings and queens statues and asserted that this magnificent scene is another proof on the greatness of Egyptian people who got their unique historic civilization. For her part, First Lady Intisar Sisi also wrote on her official Facebook page that the event is an exceptional, unique one, added that it was a scene that reflects the greatness of the Egyptian civilization, which introduced a valuable rich heritage to humanity thousands of years ago. Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri participates in talks over the so-called Ethiopian dam in Congolese capital of Kinshasa upon an invitation by the Democratic Republic of Congo, the current president of the African Union. In a statement, the Foreign Ministry stressed Egypt's keenness to launch a serious and effective negotiations on the file, aiming at reaching a fair deal on filling and operating the dam in a way that complies with the interests of the three countries. The talks are held among ministers of foreign affairs and irrigation of Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. A member of the board of the Faculty of Military Technical College was awarded the bronze medal in the International Geneva Exhibition for Inventions. The invention of Lieutenant Colonel Tamer Saeed Abdelzahir involves a robot equipped with a highly flexible mechanism that enables it to move through rough terrain of fast speed. The invention can be used in a number of civilian and military applications. The exhibition was held from the 10th to the 14th of March. 52 inventions in the field of mechanical engineering machines and engines were presented at the exhibition, which witnessed the participation of 20 countries. Egypt reported 710 new COVID-19 infections, bringing the total number of cases to 204. The Ministry of Health said that 438 patients were discharged from hospitals, rising the number of those who have recovered to 155,886 people.